With talks of starting a new season coming up, I think it's about time that we, build our own base. In today's episode, on the server of the Beef. And hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Beefy Minecraft from the VintageCraft server. My name is Dave and I'll be host for this episode, as always. So, we are standing where I am supposed to live, below a bridge, yeah, there's no bridge here. I have been gathering some resources, so I think I have a bunch of materials. I'm ready to work on it. At the start of the season, I was wondering about, hey, what kind of build should I do? Because I knew I don't have a lot of time, right? So I didn't want to start a big build because I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna finish that. But because I think I can finish the bridge itself that I live under in one episode, which will be this episode, I kind of push it ahead. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I can do that later. Yeah, no, I can do that later. And now, we're talking about, hey, should we start a new season? When do we start a new season? 1.20 is supposed to come out at some point, probably soon-ish. And yeah, so I guess now's the time. I know of at least 2 people that have been waiting for this build to be completed, which is Smorpheus and me, to be honest. I really like building bridges and I like looking at bridges in Minecraft, so yeah, I kind of want to see this thing done. I have been gathering some resources, so I farmed up a full shulker of nether wart, and I got a full shulker box of nether brick. So that should be enough red nether brick for this build. And then I got some brick and some gray blocks and some more gray blocks and then some tough, and we'll get some more stone. As in, I got a few shulker boxes of stone, same with cobblestone. Dave, where did you get all of that? Well, do you remember in the last episode how I came to this awesome castle build and helped chop down some trees? Well, I came back, I chopped down some more trees, and I helped remove a hill. You might remember that there was a big old hill over here, actually taller than the castle build. And yeah, it's all gone. I have took down like, I would say about 20 shulker boxes of blocks, and half of that I brought to my bridge. We'll build with it. And then whatever I got left over, we can probably bring back to over here. But yeah, man, the speed at which this build is progressing at this scale, kind of insane. Oh, you can sell rooted dirt. That's very interesting. Oh, cool. Oh, buddy. Buddy. I don't know how you do that, but that's really cool. Yeah, how fast this build is progressing is pretty insane. When we last saw this place on camera, all of this was still forest, right? There was a bunch of dark oak trees over here, and again, there was a big old hill over here. That's all gone, and more of the build has popped up. It's pretty nuts. That castle build is of course not the only cool build on the server. There's a bunch more of them, and I probably want to go around and check out some more builds in the future. But seeing cool builds kind of makes me want to wish I had some builds of my own to show. So it's about time we get going. And you know what? I'm bringing back something that I do way too rarely nowadays on YouTube, because it costs a lot of time and a lot of effort, and the video part of it is really short. But how about we have a build montage? I like making these, I like looking at these, I like sharing these. So, let's go and build ourselves a bridge. And there we have it. Look at that. After all this time, I finally have a bridge to live under. And boy, is it a good looking bridge. There's lots of things I really like about it. It's getting nighttime, so you can see a little bit of the light effects that I did. I added some glow lichen in 3 spots per side, and I think it works really well. I would have liked to light up a few more places, to be quite honest, but there's not a lot of good spots to hide the glow lichen in it. But yeah, we got some over there, some in the middle, and it really does the trick, I feel like. Oh man, I'm so excited. Such a cool bridge. Now, we did had some of the markings in the beginning, if you remember. We did those months ago, but those really came in handy. I followed them very closely, and it worked out very well, so I'm glad we did those. I didn't actually plan on doing the thing up top, the cobblestone and red nether brick that we got, but it adds so much. When it was just flat up top, it just didn't look finished, but this is just awesome. I really like it. I like the stripiness of the brick and the deep slate. Then we got the red nether brick with the supports over there, and then the actual bridge up there. Oh, it just looks so good. It does look a little asymmetric because the pillars are different, the ones that are connected by the bridge. Now, obviously, the bridge goes from nothing to nothing. This bridge only exists so we can live under it. As you can see, this is all we got up here. But yeah, it really does the trick. It really does. I can go ahead and place some stuff down here now to make it actually my living quarters. What a view we got. Man, that's really cool. I hope my neighbor, who has stopped playing on the server twice and returned both times in the time that it took me to build this bridge, I hope they're happy having something to look at now other than just 2 weird pillars. Of course, I land on the cows. Oh boy, that tree really stands out, doesn't it? But yeah, it looks pretty cool from here as well. I like it. Turned out pretty well. And how'd you like the build montage? Man, I'm really happy how it turned out. There are a few things that in hindsight I probably would do differently, but man, there were some good parts in it, alright? Pretty happy with it too. But before we do some more decorating and maybe some terraforming around the place, let's do a little bit of cleanup and have a look at a different project. I am sure you know where we are going. We're paying a little visit to the castle that Moonhot Rose is building, which is an impressive scale. Every time I see it, has been a lot of progress being done, of course, because somebody is building a lot faster than me. And I haven't actually seen this part, the palace, I think this is called. Yeah, I haven't seen any of it in game yet, just on the map. And it's big. This is where the mountain was that I helped clear out. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than it looks on the map. I tell you that. Ooh, that's cool. I like those roofs. We got brick, we got andesite, we got the red nether brick, and that is the part that we're delivering. Yeah, you can see it will go all the way back to there. That's the part where we chop down some trees, and then over there some more. Yeah, that's quite the scale. Storage room is starting to get a little choppy. My frames are definitely dropping. Let's place down these 2 chests. With our leftovers, I have a full shulker box of netherwort and then some red nether brick. The stuff that I didn't end up using. I know it will definitely be put to use over here. No doubt in my mind. I can definitely spend a lot of time just flying around on the server looking at different builds, but how about we work a bit more on our own, so people have a reason to stop by and check ours out. So what else needs to be done? Well, the idea is that we actually live under a bridge, and currently most of my stuff is in there. The storage room will stay in that pillar, just so it's out of the way and out of sight, out of mind sort of deal. But then all of our other stuff, I feel like it should actually be out here. We'll cover the sides with a bit more foliage and trees and stuff like that. I've moved my bed already, so we're no longer sleeping in the rain, which is a good start. I got a bunch of other stuff that I would like to have here. For example, a smelting array, which really is just the 2 furnaces that I had on the inside. We'll have those here. 1 normal furnace, 1 blast furnace. That should be enough. While it's getting dark, I guess now's a good time to try to light up this place down here so it is somewhat mob proof. Of course, things can walk into our place, but I don't think anything needs to be spawning where we live. So where's all my moss? Right here, we got 2 blocks. Alright, that's enough, since we do have a bunch of bone meal. And we'll be fancy about it. We'll actually use some shroom lights to light things up, just because that's a light source I currently have available to me. Found a bunch of these at some point. I'm not quite sure for what, but they're always nice to have. I really hope the moss doesn't actually destroy the shroom light, but I'm not quite sure how they interact, so I'll check that out. Yeah. Alright, I'll take that one and move it over. And gone. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I like that. It's pretty good. Definitely bright enough. So, let's see what else we're going to need. Definitely want to have the anvil and a grindstone and a smithing table somewhere. Sort of like a workshop area. Maybe we do that over here. Crafting table would make sense over here. And a grindstone. Place that like there. Can you like stop? We'll cover this stuff up with some leaves. And probably move some blocks around with that too. How about we sleep? I know the place is nice and lit up now, but yeah, we don't need to worry about that stuff. When we were clearing out the trees for the castle, I made sure to get a bunch of these, a bunch of leaves, and they already have come in quite handy. Also the wood that we got from that. We'll use some more of it. I don't want any of this to be visible from the outside, to be honest, so we'll just pile a bunch of this stuff here. We'll also have some birch leaves. I think that mixing the leaves will help in here. I didn't do that up on the pillars. Ow. But I think I want to do that over here. Maybe the anvil could be moved into there. The grindstone could be a little bit higher, maybe. That over there. I kind of like that. Can probably still see through that quite well. Actually, don't really notice. Yeah, that's pretty good. How about we grow one of the azaleas that we just got? Maybe right over there. Does that one need a little work? Maybe a little bit. Vanilla trees do look a little weird. But speaking of vanilla trees, a new kind of tree is coming to the game. A cherry blossom tree. And they're not the best cherry blossom trees that I have seen in game, that's for sure. Most terrain mods add some version of it, and they tend to look a little better. Also, the pink wood, not my favorite, to be quite honest, but yeah, it would be nice to see if they change the way the trees actually generate, how they grow. You know, I think forests would really benefit from trees growing a little bit different. We don't have to fix everything all the time. I think that's good enough for now. Yeah, we'll keep that. But yeah, it would have been nice if I could just grow a tree and it would look good. I would like that. Though, to be quite honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's a change that we'll see. It definitely would be a change that I would enjoy, and I'm sure a lot of other people as well. A few more leaves over there. Alright, so something that we do not have at this place. I want to add 2 more things to our base. That is, number 1, an enchanting table, because we don't have one. And number 2, a nether portal. I've gone this whole season without having a nether portal, because I live so close to other people. I haven't really needed one, and I mean, spawn is really close too. Oh, great terrain. Thank God we have a roof now. Yeah, I haven't needed another portal yet, but I do want to build one now. I'm not quite sure if I want to build it down here or up on the bridge. Having it up on the bridge would be kind of fun, but it doesn't really make any sense because we don't have any way of going up there or coming down. And I don't think we should have, so another portal will probably go down there somewhere. But let's start with the enchanting table. I think over here would be a good spot. So, we'll place that one over there. Bookshelves, something like this maybe. I would say that's good enough. We'll add a few slabs so it's easier to get up to there. Or get some leaves. I am fairly sure we can put the leaf blocks there. Because I don't think it's the sides of these that affect the enchanting table, but I'm not quite sure about this leaf block in particular, because now this one is completely blocked. But typically we would have a bookshelf over here, which blocks that one anyway, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure we don't see any of this from the outside. We could probably grow another one of the azaleas. Like right there maybe. Wow! There we are. This one's leaning inwards. think that works. They kind of connect. Yeah, that's alright. Top of this looks pretty flat. Do something like this. We'll have some more leaves over here. And I'll also go through and just bone meal the ground a whole bunch around here. You know, just some privacy tall grass. Something like this. Maybe a few more down here. Nice and grown in. The idea for this build is kind of like a big bridge over a creek or something, but nobody ever does anything below that bridge, and it's just completely grown in. That's sort of the idea. Man, this looks good. I like it. It's weird how bright it is, but I kind of like it. There we are. And probably one more over here. Uh-huh. And with that, I would say we're nice and grown in. Ooh, I like it. I like it, I like it. Maybe a few more leaves on here. Maybe one more light source, like, right in here. There we are. Awesome, man. I want to take another look now that it's dark. Currently, there's nobody else online, so nobody's sleeping the night away. And we can just have a look. Let's go up here. Our temporary viewing platform that we had for a long time. That's cool. We're a little close now. But yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's fly around a bit. Get an aerial view of the place. Ooh, yeah, it looks good at night. I like it. The bridge is really dark now, compared to how bright our place down there is. Let's see. When we're approaching from spawn, this is what we see. Yeah, not my favorite angle of the base, but still looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Awesome. I think all we have to do now is add the nether portal, and then we're pretty much done. I moved Johnny Trotten over a little bit, because I think over here is where I would like to have the nether portal. We'll have it sort of inside the wall, I think. First time this wall has been open in a long time. That's for sure. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm sure there will be absolutely no problem with linking this up to anything, right? I'm sure this will just create a nice new nether portal for us. And everything will be okay. So that's the nether portal of the alley. The alleyway with all the shops. Let's see what happens if we go back. Alright. So I gotta go and link those portals. I kinda expected that though. Oh, don't die. But I think with that, I would say the build is about done. We'll add some more details. I'll probably change up a few things. Maybe we can add some path blocks now that I look at it. Shovel over there. Inventory. Absolute mess. Don't think anybody's surprised with that. So I'll have some of these. We probably want to have some storage next to the enchanting table as well. Probably want to have some path blocks over here. The smelter. Oh, I didn't know that that block down there changes as well. That's cool. You see, that down there is an extra block, but it also changes to the path texture when we have path block over there and over there. That's really cool. I thought we'll have like one thin little stripe of dirt. Just a normal dirt texture coming through, but no, we don't. Ooh, that's very nice. It's very nice. I was not aware. I gotta think of something to do with this. We can probably just lower this a little bit. I mean, we don't actually need this anymore. I would say we'll keep the trapdoor, but yeah, no more sign. I guess it's really good enough. Johnny Trotten will guard the entryway to the zombie spawner that we found very early on in the season. Well, we have it, nice and cozy. Everything we need. We got a bed, our end chest. We got some furnaces, an enchanting setup, nether portal, enchanting setup, furnaces, a bed, and an end chest. Yeah, that's all we need, right, in the base. I'm pretty sure. I am really happy with how this turned out. The place down there, and especially the bridge. That looks good. Yeah, I think it's finally time to remove that. No longer need it. And I should also move these, my shotgun boxes. Those are not needed. Ooh. That can probably go below here as well. Stone cutter, very useful. We'll have that. And I guess the pillager head can have a look at us while we enchant things. Yeah, I'm really happy with how things turn out. And I guess I was right at the start of the series when I thought, I'm just gonna build a bridge and that's probably all I can get done. Yeah, that's all I got done, a bridge to live under. But hey, it's a good bridge. It's a very fancy bridge. It's a very fancy new bridge that looks all grown in. It goes nowhere. It comes from nowhere. It just is. I'm very happy. Very happy. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you check back with me next time. Next episode video stream, whatever that will be. And until then, see ya.